These eccentric goblet squats are really going to focus on lowering down under control from anywhere about 3 to 5 seconds and even beyond. The main thing, of course, is that you just adhere to that time tempo, really lower yourself nice and slowly, and then you're just going to pop up with regular speed. Main things to keep in mind, just keeping that back nice and arched, and whether you hold on to one weight or 2 dumbbells on the shoulder, it's up to you. With the ab roller, really brace the abdominals, keep it tight so that you don't lose your back position. You don't break at that back position at all. So it's nice and solid throughout the whole range of motion. In the quadruped position, you just want to brace the abdominals a bit and raise up laterally as high as you can with one leg. And you're going to do this on both sides. Again, you don't want to excessively rotate your hips, and you just want to brace the abdominals and bring up that knee as high as it'll go, where you'll start to feel that tension in the glutes. As you're doing this eccentric dumbbell overhead press, really focus on slowly lowering those dumbbells back down to the shoulders, back down to starting position. From there, just press up nice and quickly. Make sure to fully extend those arms overhead and actually have those dumbbells slightly behind the head for full extension. And then repeat with a slow lowering eccentric movement. Just keeping it under control, anywhere from 3+ seconds on. One-legged hip hinge is performed with just one dumbbell, and you're gonna actually move the same side leg as far back as you can. You wanna reach that back heel, essentially to the back wall. So the key leg is actually the one that's stable on the ground. You should be feeling it in the back side in the hamstring primarily. So you wanna only reach down until you feel that stretch in the hamstring, and then come up, stand nice and tall, squeeze the glutes at the top, and then keep repeating. Make sure to do both sides. Don't need heavy weight for this exercise to be effective. Make sure the back stays nice and tight as you bend over. Have the palms close to the ground, and then focus on squeezing back those arms in the rear shoulders just to get the most out of this every time you raise up. This is a great combination exercise that you're going to be doing to really overload the triceps, the back of the arms. So essentially just grab 2 dumbbells, start laying on the ground, and have those hands straight up in front on top of the shoulders. You're just going to bend up those elbows, really control the movement down. So that's key. Keep it slow and under control as you lower down to about your forehead or the ground on top of your head. And then from there, once you actually hit the ground, you're just gonna bring it back into pressing position and then lock out those arms. With the weight directly overhead and those arms locked, you're just gonna simply step back into a reverse lunge. So you don't wanna necessarily have that knee hitting the ground each time. You just let it hover right above the ground. More importantly though, keep the front knee suspended so that it does not go over the front toe. So it should just be slightly in front or right on top of the ankle joint. Grab a weight, place it right on top of the hips where it's comfortable, and make sure you have your hands there so it does not roll back. In position, you're just gonna drive through your legs, raise up those hips as high as they go, and really focus on a good glute squeeze at the top of the movement. Hold for a second before you repeat back.